Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Leetcode question product of any exception. So let us first read this question, then about the constraint, then intuition, time complexity, space complexity, and then finally the coding part for the same. So now let us read this question. 1 minute. Okay, so here we are given an integer. Okay. Here we are given an integer array nums, return an array answer such that 1 minute actually uh, okay, now it's fine. So here given an integer array nums, return an array answer such that answer of I is equal to the product of all the elements of nums except num of I. So basically, what we are required to go ahead is means basically what array we are required to return is means we are just required to exclude the present means a number itself, and whatever numbers are being to the left and to the right, we are required to do product of all of them. So that's the thing which we are required to do, and that would be our answer at that particular index. So that's the thing. Means basically here, this one which let us first read the whole question, then I'll let you know. So here then, the product of any prefix or suffix of nums is guaranteed to be fit in a 32-bit integer, and you must write an algorithm that runs order of n time without using division operation. So see, the thing is that what this last line indicates is that there could be a possible solution for this particular question, that we do product of all the elements and store at all the positions and then just do division by the number itself. So that's why they have explicitly mentioned without using division operation. So that's the thing. And we are required to do this in order of n. That is also another thing. Now let us first check for the constraint for this particular question. So here, this 10 raised to power 5 and 2 means basically there would be at max 10 raised to power 5 elements, and they have already mentioned that we are required to do in order of n. So we are not even required to use order of n log n solution. That's the thing. And then the numbers would be from minus 30 to 30. So that they have taken so that the final answer is integer only, not a long. So that's the thing, and the product of any suffix or prefix of nums is guaranteed to fit in a 32-bit integer. So that is also one of the thing which is here. So now let us go ahead for means let us understand this question by the example which is being given to us. So basically when we are at 1, so first we will be checking that is this the first element. If this is the first element, then surely there is nothing to the left of this element, right? So then we will be going to check for the right elements which are there, and these elements would be directly multiplied, and then after multiplication, these would be stored at index 0. Means that is 2 into 3 into 4 would be stored here. That is the thing. Now, when we come to the next element, that is at the 2. Now, 2 is the second element, right? It is not the first element. So that's why there is something at the left also and something at the right also. So this is the thing which we are required to introduce in our algorithm. Means basically here we are required to check for the prefix and the suffixes. That's the thing. So basically at this particular point, this product would be 1 into 3 into 4. So that is the thing which would be here, means 1 into 3 into 4. Then for this particular 3 which is there, so now here it would be 1 and 2 and 4. Now for this 4 it would be 1, 2 and 3. So for this 4 actually the thing is, means here it is 1 into 2 into 3. So when we are at the last element, right, so here we are required to check that is there means here it is the edge case here, that when it is the last element there won't be anything towards the right. So that's why here we are required to check that This is the last most element, so we don't need to check anything towards this, right? So that we don't get into the runtime error. Now this was all for that how they require the answer. Now let us go ahead that how we will be solving this question. So the thing would be the code is somehow bigger. So I've already written the code for the same. So I'll explain you directly the code for the same. Means the intuition behind the same was like this only, that when it is the first element, we are required to check that there we are not required to check any of the left element, just the right element product. And when it is the last element, then we are just required to check leftmost element and not the right element. So that's the thing which we are required to do here. Now here, so now what we are doing here is, here we are having vector in product except self, means here we have taken this for our answer. That's the thing. Now we will be doing two rounds. First for the left element and second for the right element. So that's the thing. Now here product except self 0 is equal to 1. That we are doing so that we can go ahead that there is no number towards the left. So and because of that reason only, what we are doing, we are just marking it as 1 so that we can directly do 1 into so on, because we already know that 1 is the identity in the multiplication. So now let us start for the left element. So this is the thing. So we will be starting from I equals to 1. Rather than starting from I equal to 0, we will be starting from I equal to 1 and going till less than n. Now here, product except self of I, that is product of one element, means in at index 1, is equal to whatever element was there before that particular I minus 1. There we have saved 1, right? Into nums of I minus 1. So that's the thing. Means whatever element was there previously, that we will be storing here, and whatever element was being stored in the product except self I, that would be, means I minus 1, that would be stored here. Means what I want to say is, when we are at this particular element, so we are just going for the left. This is just for the leftmost element. So when we are at this 2, so in that product except self, in this at 0 we have stored the 1, right? And the nums of I minus 1, that is nums of 0, that is equal to 1, right? So when we come at this particular 2, so what would be stored for the answer of this particular 2 would be, means in this product except self, then it would be stored as 1 into 1. So that's the thing which we are doing here. These are just for the left element. And then when we go ahead at 3, so what it would be storing would be, it would be having, because it is 0, 1, 2, right? So here whatever was stored at 1, that would be here as 1, and nums of 1 was basically 2, right? So now for uh, product except self of 2, we will be having 1 into 2 from the left. So that's the thing. And for 4, then for the 4 it would be product except self, that would be something like this, means this 2 which was there into 3, because nums of I minus 1, that is nums of 2, is equal to 3. So this would be stored at this particular index. So that's the thing here, because this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 3 here is n minus 1. So that's the thing, and that is what all would be filled in this particular loop. Means basically all the elements which are there towards the left, that would be filled here. Now let us go ahead for the part of the right array. So here the things will be filled for the right array. So here we have taken in product of right terms equal to 1. Again for the same reason, because 1 is the multiplicative identity, right? So now we are starting from the last second element, not n minus 1, but n minus 2. The way we were starting from I is equal to 1 rather than I is equal to 0. So here going till 0, right? And then decrementing because we are going from right towards the left. That's why. Now here products of right num equals to product of right num into nums of I plus 1. So basically, what we are doing here is we are just using whatever was being stored at this particular variable and multiplying it with this. And every time the value of this variable is being changing because of this operation. So that's the thing. And then using this variable, we are directly multiplying with the same. Basically, we are doing the same thing which we are doing here. Here, just for more clarity, I've just separated it from the variable. That's the thing. Means the thing is that here we were using I minus 1 and this nums of I minus 1. Means here we were directly using this particular vector, but here we are just using a variable for making our answer. But that vector, in that only we are directly multiplying with the answer. Means see, with this we were just going ahead, means whatever was towards the left, that we were doing. But with this we are doing whatever was there from the right. So that all we are doing in this particular. So now comes the part that at the end we are just returning this particular vector which is there after getting all our product from the left array and from the right array. So that's the thing which we are doing here. So now comes the part for the time complexity and space complexity. So basically here we can see it is order of n, and here also it is order of n, right? Means order of 2n. It is that. And space complexity, because we are required to return this, so space complexity becomes order of 1 only. Because it is the requirement of question only that we are required to return this, right? So that's why space complexity becomes order of n, oh sorry, order of 1, and time complexity becomes order of 2n. This is in actual order of n only. So this was all for this particular question. If you have any doubt, you could comment that down. If you have doubting any of the portion of the explanation, you can comment with the timestamp. I'll explain in the comment as well. So yeah, this was all. If you like the explanation, then please do like and subscribe to my channel, and also do share this among your friends. So this was all. Thank you.